Imagine meeting the love of your life without knowing that he is the love of your life. This story introduces us to Momo Ayase, who after breaking up with her boyfriend walks through her school. When she passes by one of the classrooms, she sees how some boys are bothering a boy. They were going to throw a magnet at him to hurt him, but Ayase sits down next to him and asks him what he is reading. At that moment, everyone takes their seats. Seeing that the bullying has stopped, the girl leaves. Walking down the corridor, she wonders how she can vent her frustration. She continues walking when she hears her name called by the same boy she defended, claiming that she is in love with him. The boy shows her a book he was reading where he explains about UFOs being among us, to which she tells him that she doesn't believe in that she believes in the supernatural because her grandmother was a medium. They begin to tell each other that these things do not exist, so they agree to go to places where they can believe in these things. The boy to a tunnel where spirits come out and she to an abandoned hospital where it is supposed to be possible to make contact with extraterrestrials. Being already in the place and talking to Ayase, the boy finds some footsteps with blood, to which he continues seeing and looks at a lady who tells him that if he can suck the melons and she is going to give affection to his little friend. Immediately the boy runs out telling Ayase that a lady is following him. She is worried and tells him that she is a turbo grandmother and to run because if she catches him she will curse him. The call is cut off and she is worried and wants to go to him, but suddenly everything goes dark and when she looks behind her she sees three guys who start to follow her and catch her. Ayase opens her eyes and sees that she is trapped and surrounded, where they tell her that they are aliens and that they want to reproduce and that they are going to occupy her. Ayase panics when suddenly her phone rings. One of the guys picks it up and sees how the transformed boy comes out of the mobile phone and knocks him out. The boy goes crazy, knocks out another one, and when he goes for the third one he throws him over the wall and comes to his senses saying that Ayase was the only one who helped him and he will do everything to save her. Ayase manages to free herself after meditating a little and with a kick she sends the last alien to fly, realizing that they are in a ship which is going to crash. When escaping from this turbo grandmother tells them that she will eliminate them both, Ayase manages to control the turbo grandmother and in the end they manage to escape when the ship crashes. They don't know what to do. He loses control if she doesn't use her powers. The boy thinks that to break that, he must defeat the grandmother. He asks her to put on her clothes and leave. In his case, he will go to the tunnel. The girl gives him back his clothes, while she tells him that she will accompany him. In that situation, she asks him, what is his name? The boy answers Okaram. Dedicated to finish with the grandmother turbo, they go to the house of Ayase where when entering the boy catches fire because there was a seal of protection that when realizing Ayase removes it, and they can pass. Being already in the house she checks if her grandmother is not in the house. When not being she makes him pass and they talk a little that he should not speak to her. Okaran tells her that he didn't want to miss that opportunity. He has always wanted to have a friend. For that reason, he talks to her in a desperate way, but they both live in different worlds. She is not a person that a guy like him is allowed to talk to. Having said that, he apologizes for involving her in something so dangerous. So once the matter is resolved, she can ignore him again, and Ayase replies that it bothers him that he's jumping to conclusions on his own. They go back to arguing and suddenly they hear a bell, but a different one that even Ayase had not heard. According to her grandmother, that was for the spirits that perhaps entered because she removed the seal of protection of the entrance. When they leave they see how everything becomes dark and a big juice appears asking him for the banana. Both of them hide. Okaran is sure that it is an alien called the Flatwoods Monster. It was seen in the United States and Japan. Normally it is called the alien of the 3 meters. This one attacks them, but Okaram transforms and answers. After all it cannot give him battles. Ayase realizes that it is a juice and they have to make him touch the ground to lose. This one makes him touch the ground, but he attacks again and this time he takes Ayase and hits her several times until Okaram transforms, but Ayase tells him not to do anything. She has the seal and happens to be in front of the entrance being beaten until they reach a level where they can put the seal. This one lure Okaram puts the seal and they defeat the alien. When they open their eyes, everything goes back to normal. While on the ground Ayase faints and Okaram transforms, losing control and touching Ayase. We see Ayase's grandmother who arrives to find that her granddaughter is being attacked by a demon. Okaran has completely lost his mind. He is attacked by a target next to a nail. He thought that his granddaughter had taken another fool to the house. However, this time he is not human. She challenges Okaran to fight. He quickly moves behind her, but in the end Ayase's grandmother defeats Grandma Turbo for the moment. When they are inside, the grandmother is watching television, and Iase comes down asking for Okaram. She tells her that he is in the temple. She runs out to Okaram, and when she sees him she gets angry. Okaram gets happy, but Iase closes the door and gets pensive. Grandmother Momo arrives and asks her for details. Iase tells her that she now has powers and this boy is possessed by Grandma Turbo. They devise a plan, and it is to make Grandma Turbo leave so they can defeat her with the help of the gods of the earth. The next day they start training for the big day. Okaram wants to go to the bathroom, but they don't let him go because they are talking about Iase feeling and seeing the auras of the spirits. When he is in the bathroom, Grandma Turbo appears. She tells her that his curse is contagious through the boy. To avoid that, he must go at night to the tunnel. Said this, Grandma Turbo disappears. Okaran bleeds from his nose and Seiko also bleeds from his ear. They don't know what happened. At nightfall they make a ritual of protection and Grandmother Momo tells Iase to take care of herself. After that they leave by bicycle, but after a while they cross to the train and Iase changes her clothes. When they get to the tunnel, none of them want to go in first. As they move forward they go over the plan that Grandma Seiko said. The idea is to get her out of Shono City, separate her from the bound spirit so that she weakens. Iase doesn't think it will be complicated to defeat her. The boy turns around, looking at that side. The Turbo grandmother is also approaching. They are trapped. Iase takes the bats out of Okaran's backpack and throws them in his eyes. They don't manage to hurt her. Okaran transforms. Okaran becomes negative. The boy starts to move forward. However, his transformation fades. Iase realizes that he cannot see the power of the curse. At that moment, Grandma Turbo reveals that she has given Okaran his friend back to him. However, she will not let him continue using him. She is going to devour him. The old woman attacks them. She is about to eat them, but Iase challenges her. She is sure that if she challenges her, she will answer yes. Iase asks her if she is afraid of losing a race against them. It's pathetic the way she uses brute force. Her name is Grandma Turbo, and she can't possibly even face them in a race. He tells her that he doesn't know who he is up against. There is no way she would lose a race. He accepts the challenge. The grandmother tells him that the rules didn't say how to count. The old woman finishes the count. She is about to catch the boy, but he remembers her friend's words, so he throws himself on the old woman to suck her melons. She asks him not to do that without her permission.